Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of 3 in my top 10 series of the top 30 notes from the top 100 that you cannot get. Either these notes are just available in museums, or they're way too rare to ever expect to come up for auction, or they're ridiculously priced so that the average person, couldn't afford it. The thing is with that top 100 list is even if you had all the money in the world, you still can't get all the notes just because of how scarce some of them are. It's one of the reasons I don't like the top 100 list and think it should be redone, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still determined to get all that I can. I've got 34 of them, and as you can see from these notes, you can understand why I'm so far away from that 100 number. I'm going through 30 of the notes that are way too rare for anyone to actually own, and let's continue with number 20. Number 20 is number 64 out of the top 100. It's a $500 silver certificate from 1880. $500 silver certificates, you can imagine how much these were worth back in the day. People were just not carrying around $500 bills. Most of these were bank-to-bank transactions, but if you had to transfer a lot of money across country, instead of carrying around 500 ounces of silver, you could most certainly get a $500 silver certificate. This particular certificate, there's approximately 8 of them known. It's FR 345, and the last time one sold, it sold for $750,000. So chances are you're not going to be able to get one. Anyway, that one's number 20 on my list and number 64 out of the top 100. We're about to go on a run in the book. This one here is number 19, and you're going to see how many consecutive notes in this book are just unobtainable. This one's number 58 overall out of the top 100. It is the $20 National Gold Bank Note, the original series of the original and the series of 1875. Now, we are talking not nationals, but we're talking about the national gold banknotes. The way you differentiate them is the back of the notes had the pictures of the gold coins like these. So all the different gold coins you can get were pictured on the back of the notes. The front of the note looks exactly like the national original series and 1875 series would. The difference being that it says National Gold Bank of, and all the gold banks were in California. This, of course, had to do with the gold rush. All of the banks were in California. Now, this particular one is FR 1159, and for the $20 denomination, there's between 70 and 80 of these that are surviving. It's number 58 overall out of the top 100, and the last one of these to have sold, let's see, where is that on here? You can get these for as little as $5,000. Yeah, if someone wants to let them go. Realistically, the ones in better condition are closer to $200,000. So yeah, it's going to be a little tougher to find one of these. You can get the original or the 1875 version. Either way, you're only talking 70 to 80 notes. So that one is number 58 overall, number 19 on my list. Number 18 on my list. We can just turn the page. It's the headache note. Let's see if I can get the whole thing without glare. This particular note, there we go, is the $1,000 legal tender note from 1878 and 1880 for that matter. It's number 57 overall on the list, and we can see the back right there. Let's see, does it say who's pictured on there? It is rare type. All right. Anyway, this particular note, you're talking roughly 30 to 40 of these are in existence. It's Freeburg number 187, and yeah, 30 to 40 of them is all that are out there. So an extremely difficult note to come by. This one is number 57 in the book. The last time one sold, it sold for $862,000. So yeah, another note that you're probably not going to get a hold of. And you're also talking about a note that is not for sale every day. This is a once-in-a-generation sale. So that's how tough these are to come by. Not quite impossible, but no more than one or two people are ever actually going to get a hold of one of these, because no one is letting them go. So that's number 57 out of the top 100, and it is number 18 on my list. And to continue the run, I will turn the page, and we're going to be at number 56, which is the $50 treasury or coin note series of 1891. This one is number 56 of the top 100. It's number 17 on my list. Freeburg number 376. This $50 legal tender. There's the back of it for you there. This particular note, like I said, there's roughly 21 to 25 of them known, so a tough note to get a hold of course. And what do we got? Number 376. The last sale prices I have for this particular one are anywhere from $35,000 to $175,000. So yeah, that's a big one. That is a biggie. Treasury note from 1891, $50 treasury or coin note. I always think it's funny that they put or coin. It's like they couldn't make up their mind. Is it a treasury note, a coin note? Doesn't matter. Number 56 overall out of the top 100, and number 17 on my list. Number 16, once again, just turning the page because we are on a run. I hate it when there's a huge chunk of these in the book in a row because it's just a huge gap we cannot fill. Number 55 is a $50 national gold banknote, both the original and the 1875 series. Once again, it looks just like the $50 national notes, except these were only available in California banks. And when you look at the back of the note, once again, it had pictures of the actual gold coins. These came about because of the gold rush. And as far as these particular notes go, one other thing is the paper itself was kind of a goldish tint. So that made it kind of interesting to have as well. There are 9 of these known, just 9. Freeburg number 1160 or 1161, depending on which bank they are. And this particular one, let's see, number 55 overall. It's number 16 on my list. The last time one of these sold, it sold for $384,000. Yeah, that's a big one. So that one is number 55. And we'll continue by just turning the page again to number 54. Number 54 is the original N series of 1875 $5 national banknote with the black charter numbers. This has black charter numbers here. Most of them were either blue or red. To see the black charter number, that was a rarity. As far as the black charter numbers go, this was Freeburg number 401 to 408, and there are roughly 45 to 50 of these in existence. There is the back of that particular note. This is just a regular national, just one of the early prints that happen to have the black serial number. This particular one, like I said, is number 54 out of the top 100, number 15 on my list. Freeburg, like I said, 401 to 408, depending on which one it is. And the last time one of these sold, it sold for over $40,000. With only 45 to 50 of them out there, it's going to be a little tricky to find one and to have 40,000 in your pocket to take care of business. Anyway, this one is number 54 on the list and number 15 on my list. And I actually get to skip one note, and we're going to go right to number 52 in the big book because, once again, the run was just so big of consecutive notes. This one is the $20 gold certificate authorized March 3rd, 1863. So an 1863 gold certificate. You can see a lot of familiar patterns on this. They used this design on quite a few of the gold certificates. I recognize that from the $10,000 gold certificate I have. The gold certificate with the bright orange back also, if you look, has a gold coin dead center. So if you collect notes with coins, here you go. You can get this one. This particular one is Freeburg number 1166, and there are approximately 6 of these known. This one is number 52 out of the top 100, number 14 on my list. And the last time one of these sold, it was $480,000. So yeah, that's a biggie as well. If you can find one of the 6, you only got to fork out $500,000 for it. So I guess you're getting off light. Anyway, that one is number 14 on my list. Number 13 on the list. This one is number 44 overall out of the top 100. It's a $50 national from 1865. You can have either the 1865 or the 1875. The easiest way to tell those two apart is the 1865s do not have a charter number. This one, 1875, you can see has a charter number clearly on there. That's the easy way to tell which is which. The $50 note, flip it over here. That's the back of it. This particular note, where do I have it? There are between 90 and 100 of these that still exist. This one is Freeburg number 440, and my last sales for these go for between $16,000 and $45,000. I'm going to say this is one of the most likely notes you could possibly get because there are the most of these available between 90 and 100. 100 was my cutoff point. Anything that had more than 100 notes did not make this list. So, number 44 overall out of the top 100, and number 14 on my list. This is the $50 1865 National. Number 42 on the list and number 12 on my list is a $500 1874 legal tender. $500 1874 legal tender, number 42 out of the top 100. There's between 40 and 50 of these still out there. You're talking FR number 185. And the last time one of these sold, that's the front, there's the back, by the way. By my calculation, the last time one of these sold, it went for $517,000. So, yeah, probably not touching that one. Anyway, this particular one, like I said, number 42 out of the top 100 and number 12 on my list. And finally this week, number 37 overall out of the top 100. This one is number 11 on my list. This would be the $100 National Gold Bank note, both the original or the series of 1875. And once again, this looks exactly like a regular National, except this was redeemable in gold, and these were only put out by the California banks. Once again, going back to the gold rush, and once again, you were talking about the back, picturing all the different gold coins like that. Ridiculously tough to get. This particular note, the $100 note, there's about 9 of these left. FR number 1162 to 1166, depending on which bank it is. Once again, only 9 of them are known. And we are talking, the last time one of these sold, it was $282,000. So you're going to have to save quite a bit. Like, if you can find one of the 9 available for sale, it's going to cost you. So that one is number 11 for this week. Stay tuned next week when I tackle the top 10 notes that are just frankly too rare for anyone to get. Guys, if you learn anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.